it's the children in a marriage that have the right to maintain a relationship with both parents. The parents actually have responsibilities for those children. Parents are responsible, and in the words of the Act, they're responsible for both the long-term and the short-term obligations of caring for these children and providing for their well-being. Now, it's completely incorrect to say that one party or the other can turn up at the front door of their separated partner's home and collect the children anytime they like and waltz off into the sunset. Clearly, in today's working world, most parents are in some form of employment, be it part or full-time. So there's a lot of organising will go on in each of the households in terms of meeting the children's needs, getting them where they need to go, preparing for their week, preparing for schooling, extracurricular activities, and then fit in an opportunity for both those parents to work. Now, childcare is going to fit in there. What I believe it's important to understand is that each of the parents are going to need to take into account the way in which the other party's life works in order to get a schedule going here. A little difficult, I know, but perhaps no less difficult than mum, dad and 3 kids with 3 separate sets of responsibilities all living in the one household. It just needs a little bit of coordination. Now, I find it's important for both parents to understand how this process works. It certainly is not the case that one parent can rule the roost over the other with how this works for the children. This ought to be a cooperative arrangement between both parties. The court talks a lot about the best interests of children. This works best when both parents are at least cooperating with one another for their children's welfare. Our recommendation is that you consider how a particular decision relevant to the children's welfare will actually impact them. Now, we try and take this child-focused approach so that the outcome at the end of the matter is more likely to be what's in the children's best interests. Now, we do understand that often there are arguments and perhaps some resentment between parties concerning how this should work. Now, what we tend to do is we would first run a fixed fee consult with you so that we can examine the dynamics of that relationship, how the communication's working, and what might be best in terms of a mediated result for the children. There are going to be obstacles with that, we understand, but it's important at first instance to get this early bit of information. That's why we need 1.5 hours to 2 hours of your time to upskill you. With that information, we're sure that you'll be able to make informed choices about what's in the best interests of your children.